Godzilla vs Kong had its wide release on HBO Max this past March 31st. So far, the film has been quite a success financially, as this movie generated some big expectations since it was announced. Countless memes and discussion boards were made in which fans discussed which of the two titans would win this epic brawl, and when the movie was delayed and pushed from last year to be released on 2021, the expectations and anxiety grew even higher. Now that the movie was released, was all the wait, expectations, theories, and memes worth it? Well, the memes were definitely worth it. They were funny as The rest, well, not so much. There are gonna be spoilers in this video, so consider yourself warned. Let me begin this review by quoting the words from the film's director. "I do want there to be a winner. The original film was very fun, but you feel a little let down that the movie doesn't take a definitive stance. People are still debating now who won in that original movie, you know? So I do want people to walk away from this film feeling like, okay, there is a winner." In a way, this is a shameless marketing tactic because, as many people predicted, both Godzilla and Kong find that there is a bigger threat that they won't be able to face alone, so they team up to fight Mechagodzilla after they realize there is no reason for them to fight each other.
Save Martha! Why did you say that name?
It's his mother's name!
But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start from the beginning. The movie kicks off with a title sequence that is actually pretty awesome, as it allows the viewers to catch up on the events of the previous movies in case you forgot, and it also explains briefly all there is to know in case you did not see the previous entries. After that, we are introduced to Apex, the obviously evil shady corporation that will introduce the conflict of the movie. Because nothing says "I'm the bad guy" better than the company's slogan.
We're not going anywhere. Neither are you. Evil!
We are then introduced to Bernie, a living comic relief that will try to keep cracking jokes that don't land for the entirety of this movie. He just announced in this podcast that he is going to infiltrate the company and steal some secret information. Nobody in Apex realizes this information, and Bernie has a plan to hack into the system. He will burn an employee to death with some dumb chit-chat so that he leaves his station pretending to go to the bathroom, leaving it completely unattended and with no security protocols at all. Godzilla suddenly appears and attacks the Apex base right where Bernie and some super secret tech was. Nearly everything and everyone gets destroyed, except of course for Bernie and that secret evil technology hidden. He is later reached out by Millie Bobby Brown and his funny comic relief friend, because I obviously don't remember the names of these forgettable characters, and they go on a quest to find out what Apex is really into. A quest that does not further any arc or serves the plot in any way. It is only used for exposition purposes, so let's leave them there already. You should only remember now that unexplainably they get clearance and access to whatever classified area they want after reaching Hong Kong in an underwater transport that crosses below the ocean floor in a matter of hours. The rest of the characters are on another quest to take Kong to Hollow Earth, a place inside the Earth's core where a whole other ecosystem exists, full of dinosaurs and shit. Well, where have I seen this before? Oh, that's right. They do this because there is an energy source down there that could power up a weapon powerful enough to kill Godzilla, so humanity no longer has to worry about the Titan wreaking havoc, and only Kong can lead them to it. On their way transporting Kong in the sea, they are surprised by Godzilla, who shows up and attacks Kong and the crew. This whole sequence makes no sense. They stated that they already have the tech to know where Godzilla is at all times, so they avoid his path. Yet he surprises them when he is just a few meters away. Also, if they eventually would have to use helicopters to transport Kong, and they knew that Godzilla could be roaming nearby, why not begin with aerial transport in the first place? I guess so that at least there were more than only 10 minutes of monsters fighting, but it makes no logical sense. And don't try and tell me that there aren't aircrafts with enough fuel or horsepower to do this. They have the bloody heaves and technology that's almost from a sci-fi movie. After they finally find the energy source, the Apex guys send a sample via Wi-Fi or email or whatever, so that the CEO can finally turn on the switch into his Mechagodzilla. Because building a Neon Genesis Evangelion robot piloted telepathically is much more effective than, a gun or something. Godzilla senses this energy source, so he blasts a laser beam from his mouth all the way to the Earth's core. You are telling me that a big monkey can fight against a lizard that can shoot halfway through the center of the Earth? Whatever. They fight, Godzilla leaves Kong alive for some reason, and he walks away, only to find Mechagodzilla. Of course, the big bad robot goes rogue and has a consciousness of his own just because plot reasons. No need to explain that. So he starts wreaking havoc in Hong Kong. So the Titans get at it and fight Mechagodzilla. Oh, remember the conspiracy theorists and the two kids? Well, they throw whiskey at the computer controlling Mechagodzilla, so his tail malfunctions when he is about to strike Kong. Why only his tail? Don't know, and at this point, don't care. So these characters that serve no purpose to the plot achieve something, I guess. The Titans defeat the robot, stare respectfully at each other as Godzilla leaves to the ocean, and Kong is taken by the nice humans to Hollow Earth, Kong's home apparently. Now, I know this film is not something to try and dig for a deeper meaning, themes, or political views. This is not a propagandistic film trying to push an agenda either, so thanks for that at least. This is a movie that is supposed to be about giant monsters fighting and wreaking havoc on their way. And while we do get some of that, and both cinematography and effects are amazing, on the human side of things we get just generic side quests with no emotional depth whatsoever. I know we can't have a movie only about monsters fighting each other, but there could have been at least some character development or more interesting and personal stakes other than world destruction. So much for the Monsterverse. This movie feels quite too long for a monster mashup and quite too short for a complete fleshed out drama like Peter Jackson's King Kong. In the end, if you just want cool cinematics, you'll have them here. Only you'll have to endure the boring side quests too. So don't expect too much from this movie. Thank you guys for watching. If you like our content, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any more of our videos. Also, click the links in the description below so you follow us on social media for more awesome film-related content.